most smartphones promises great photos, but what if I told you that this Xiaomi 14T Pro could transform your shots into cinematic masterpieces like this ones? Yep, because in this video I'll show you how it works and you'll be surprised by how easy it is on this phone. Now, firstly, what makes this Xiaomi 14T Pro different from the other phones? Well, this is because of its continued collaboration with Leica, and because of this, it gives you a very different kind of look for the pictures taken on these phones, which totally separates the pictures coming out from this phone compared to any other smartphone. Whereas you can see in this photo samples, it looks very unique on its own, as it has the Leica look, and it's also thanks to the Light Fusion 900 image sensor. Now, with this image sensor, it gives an enhanced HDR performance with a real-time HDR preview, so you can see what the pictures will look like even before taking a shot, instead of taking a shot and then praying to God that it will look good, relying fully on the image processing. So yes, you can say goodbye to washed out skies and hello to amazing contrast levels with no ghosting or weird artifacts. And this is extremely useful, especially in low light, because while a lot of smartphones do a very good job during the day, but they don't do very well at night or in low light situations. But that was not the case over here, as the nighttime photos was indeed one of the best, as seen in these photos over here, where this Leica Summilux lens turns your photos into an art form, so you can capture the world around you with such clarity, with stories being told just by looking at your photos. Now, speaking of the Leica look, while these photos that you see over here looks like I took so long to edit in post to get this particular look, but believe it or not, these were all achieved in mere seconds, as there are all the filters that you can see within the camera app itself by selecting the 3-circle icon just next to the camera focal length over there. And among all, I personally love the Leica BWNAT or black and white natural and the 600F filter, and you can see the preview that shows within the camera app even before taking the photos, hence you don't have to go through these filters only after taking the shot. Now, speaking of the camera app, on the top left, if you're viewing the phone on a landscape position, you'll see the option to change the initial Leica photographic styles between Leica Authentic or Leica Vibrant. So if you love a more vibrant picture or you want something more natural, you can easily switch between both. And once again, you can preview both within the camera app even before taking a shot for you to make a decision on the spot. However, if you're one of those people who loves to tweak the photos further, well, you can do that easily by first opening the photo in the photo gallery. Next, select the pencil icon, and here's where you come across tons of settings over here. So if you're looking at the phone from a vertical orientation, you'll find that you can adjust the quality of the photos on top from low to best, and the photo size between 20% to 100%. Now, you can also remove the watermark at the top if you really want to. Not sure why you want to remove it, because it does look very cool with it. But if you really want to, well, you can. Then below that is the option for an auto effects to be applied, crop the photo, and filters, which I'll dive into that soon. Then the adjust option is for you to tweak the exposure, brightness, contrast, and more, where there's many options to choose over there, and my favorite is the curve and the HSL adjustments, where this particular adjustments is something that you usually find on a typical professional photo editing apps like Adobe Lightroom. Then going back, you have the option to doodle on the photo, insert text, and add mosaic effects. But if you want a more simplified way of making your photos look super cool easily, here's where you can head to the filters options instead, where over here you have tons of dedicated filters, which are grouped by sections starting from Leica, Popular, Atmosphere, Film, and plenty over there. So this will make the photos of yours to look more unique, because in the end of the day, you'll need to make the photos look like your own to have your unique style. Next, let's talk about the focal lengths available, as the Xiaomi 14T Pro has an upgraded triple lens system. So now you have a total of 5 focal lengths, which is a 15mm for those cool ultra-wide angle shots for landscapes or tighter interior spaces, a 23 focal length which is used as a main lens for everyday photography. Then the 46mm is great for street photography or more environmental portraits. Then the 60mm is perfect for close-up portraits or any sort of a mid-range photography framing. And the dedicated 120mm is the perfect telephoto lens for far away subjects, which I really love, as it also gives you a compressing perspective on subjects, which was really sweet. So yes, this truly feels like you have 5 lenses in your pocket. Then if you love taking portrait shots, here's where the upgraded master lens system will not only offer different focal lengths specifically for this portrait mode as well, but it also is paired with different types of bokeh or background blur. And once again, this can be easily found in the camera app as well. Now to select that, first go to the portrait mode and then next to the EV selection, you'll find the aperture logo. Select that and there will be preloaded options like the 35mm documentary lens, a 50mm swirly bokeh lens, and also a 90mm soft focus lens. So yes, if you want to feel like a documentary filmmaker, you can switch to the 35mm lens, or if you need a swirl of bokeh for that dreamy aesthetics, the 50mm lens has you covered, or perhaps you're in the mood for a soft focus portrait, the 90mm lens is your new best friend. So yes, this makes taking super unique portrait shots like this super effortlessly, making you a true portrait lens master. So there you have it, an in-depth look of the photography features of the newly announced Xiaomi 14T Pro. Thanks to the Leica collaboration, every click tells a story. And whether or not you're a seasoned photographer or someone who wants to take amazing photos without the hassle, the Xiaomi 14T Pro is more than just a smartphone camera, it's your creative playground. And stay tuned for my in-depth review of the phone coming soon, and check out all the links below for the price and all the details that you need to know to get this phone right now.